Right. Well, we will have a moment soon. Queer as well. Only one. Go.
No, don't let about you answer first.
Intriguing.
Intriguing. Threw me off there. I would say spontaneous.
No, it's such a jam, guys. Such a jam. Okay.
You see, the thing is, when the queers start having dinner here, it's gonna become a problem. Okay, so very briefly, in high school, many of the queer students used to catch the bus. We lived more or less in the same areas, and so we would teach each other and ask each other questions about sex on the bus.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I learned about it by accident, basically. It just sort of happened in varsity. I didn't watch anything or speak to anyone. I just found myself being promiscuous. In the streets.
This was the right move. You're not going to get any of that. There will be none of it. Whew. 6?
I was in grade 2. That would have been like 8 or 9. You didn't understand it then, but now it's clear as day.
It's fine. I mean, this is great for relationship building because we're answering this question for the first time. Like, I'm hearing some of these things and I'm like, huh? Go, how long?
How long has it been? 2 years? About 2 years?
About there. How's it been? It's been wild. It's been fun. It's been new. It's been educational.
It's been a very grown-up experience. For me personally, this relationship was not like other relationships where, you know, it was mostly about finding ways to be romantic all the time and, you know, really putting effort into just your relationship. It's been putting effort into a lifestyle, basically. And that takes a lot more work than just focusing on romance or going out and just nice things.
Hey.
Please stop that.
I mean, I knew you were after muffin, but no.
Come on.
Like, I'll go and like sit in the bathroom and then read an article on how to deal with the situation as it arises. So, how do we navigate difficult times?
So there are a lot of pause moments where we have to, I mean, it's easy to get in the thick of things, I would say, so you get frustrated, like most couples do. You will experience frustration, and we do get annoyed at one another, but I think we've become really good at just pausing and saying, okay, let's just take a break, just a pause moment, and let's just reflect on what's happening, which is a really grown-up thing to do, is to pause your emotions, like especially when you're riled up and you're in the thick of things. I think just calming everything down is quite a challenge.
We had the long silences, so like you'll fight and then there's long silence, and it's I mean, I don't know that it's the most healthy way of going about things, but it's our way of going about things, and I think that a lot of the time it works because we're not saying things in the thick of it. You're not saying something as that emotion comes up. You give yourself time to just take 5 minutes with your emotion and just make sure that that's the thing that you actually want to say. And I think that it's, I'd say maybe 80% of the time, it mitigates a lot of hurt. because we say very real things to one another, but because you've processed it a little bit more, it's, I don't know, it seems like it works. It's not perfect. Don't be fooled, it's not perfect, but I think that we're starting to get to a formula.
Okay. Also, thank you for the pause thing. I feel like more people need to pause and not say things like in the heat of the moment, where you're like, you are.
No, I mean, we started there. I'm sure the first couple of conversations there was no, but I think that we made it deliberate. When we fight, we actually do homework. Like, I'll go and like sit in the bathroom and then read an article on how to deal with the situation as it arises. And then I'll send Calym notes while we're angry. Be like, you read this before you speak to me again. Be like, you read this before you speak to me again.
Guys, this is so interesting. I'm actually feeling like